Hi folks, Paul here. I have been using the Awesomist Battery Charger Thingy that NERDville built a couple of years ago in the UK, and then he sent it off to Pete in Australia, and it's been through the hands of various other YouTubers, and now I've been playing with it. I'll show you what I've done. In the last few weeks I have charged up 168 pairs of cells and put them into this power shelf that was donated to me. Thank you very much. I've run out of my lovely voltmeters, so I've only got two. I'm waiting for more of those to arrive. So this is currently all my low capacity cells, ranging from just over 2000 milliamp hours for a pair. That's a pair of cells, so it's 1000 milliamp hour per cell, up to 1600 milliamp hours for the highest capacity cells within this pack. And all up, that whole 168 pairs, 336 cells only gives me a measly 0.9 kilowatt hours. But it is nice to use up all my low capacity cells. So that's working quite well, and I just got it hanging up there while I keep a close eye on it as it settles in. Nothing's getting hot. So all these cells are low capacity but work fine, no problem. And these red Sanyos, I think they are okay, given that I'm not driving them very hard. So that's quite nice. Now that I've done all that, I've been thinking about what to do with this next. I've got an idea of who I might send it to, but before I do, I thought of a few things that could be slightly better with this setup. One of them is it's pretty awkward having the power supply and this held together by this power cable. Whenever you have to move it around the bench, it's kind of clumsy. It would be nice if you could unplug that. So if I throw an XT60 plug-in socket in that line there, it'll make it slightly easier to handle, and also possibly easier to pack up when I'm sending it away. The other issue is currently it has an Australia-New Zealand mains plug, that funny looking thing there, and if this thing ever gets sent to America or back to the UK, that will have to be changed again. So the sensible thing, I think, is for me to wire up a standard computer power socket on the end of that, and this came from an HP Prolient server power supply that I had. I can wire that up, and then whoever is using it can just plug in a standard power cord, and it can be switched from 220 to 210 volts, and they'll be happy. So that's a good idea. There's no point in anyone sending this outside of Australia and New Zealand. Another possible issue is the 5 volt power rail is exposed in places, so there's a chance that it could be put down on top of something metal lying on someone's bench and short out, which would then blow up this power supply, which would be a bad thing. So I could just put electrical tape or duct tape over the top of that, except that every now and then one of these wires might come loose and need to be repaired, and if you put duct tape on it, then it'll be a nightmare to repair. So another option is a piece of Perspex on the bottom. That would also be good because at the moment it wobbles, which is a bit ungainly. Otherwise I could just put some rubber feet on the corners and in the middle to make it sit flat on a bench. And one last option is to add a voltmeter to pull out this charger and replace it with a voltmeter on the last slot. so that you have a voltmeter for checking voltages before you put the cells into the slots. I've found that to be really useful. So, let me know what you think of these ideas, these options for improving this. I'd love to hear any other suggestions for how we could make this a better charger. And it's kind of representative of recycled battery charging at the moment. Lots of TP4056 boards in a nice package. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching. Cheers!